Hey everybody, welcome. This is just a series of videos that I wanted to share with you if you're interested. And the videos will give us all an opportunity to do a little bit of yoga and breathing, like 10 minutes or so. And then we're going to sit down with a pen and paper and we're going to write. So the practice is part physical and breath work and part writing. And I do love to write, and that's been a practice of mine for some time, but I didn't realize it until this year when I kind of got back into the morning pages, which I used to do a long time ago based on the book The Artist Way, which I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with. And then taking some writing classes called Wild Writing with Lori Wagner, which have been incredibly transformational for me. And so I'm in the middle of a teacher training for Wild Writing, and I'm totally inspired by it all, and just thought that you would enjoy this practice as well. So what are we going to do? We're going to move a little bit. You don't need to change into yoga clothes or anything, but just as an opportunity to kind of warm us up. And then we're going to sit down and write. And I really do see the integration and connection between yoga and writing, and going for this. I guess the goal is to release, to tell our stories, to be able to see truths within ourselves and our imagination, and all as a way of healing and growing. Let's give it a go. So again, you just need a notebook and a pen, and let's just start in a chair. So sit down with your feet on the ground and just get situated with a nice tall trunk of body and the crown of the head reaching up. Bring your hands together and just start getting excited, because you got to put skin in the game. You got to make your efforts. And so we're going to get fired up. And this is an opportunity to kind of energetically clear what might get in the way of you speaking your truth. And just know that no one's going to be reading this or anything. This is just for you. And so take the pressure off, My teacher Lori always says, write as poorly as possible, which I think is a really nice relief and invitation. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach your arms up over your head, make a V shape, and arch your back a little bit so you're bringing your lungs forward. Hands go up towards the sky and just availing yourself. And put your right hand on your right hip, or you could put it on the edge of the chair and side bend to the right. Looking out over to your left side. And then go to the other side. Left hand goes down to your left hip or to the chair and reach across. Beautiful. And then come to the center. And then take your hands behind your back, and you can interlace your fingers and just arch your back. Reach up through your chin. Blink your eyes a couple times, like you're kind of clearing your perception, your vision. And dip your right ear down towards your right shoulder. Just let your head swing across the center over to the left. And over to the right again. Just get nice and loose around your neck. Kind of a lot to hold your head up all day, especially if you have a lot of thinking going on. So come up to the center. Good. And then we're going to take the right hand behind. I just have my right hand on the chair and the left hand on the right knee. And just inhale, go right up through the center of it all. And as you exhale, spin around. And look behind you. Good, and let's try the other side. So your right hand to your left knee and your left hand on the chair. And again, you're gonna spin around. So eventually your shoulders come into one line. And then come up to the top, to the center. Interlace your fingers, press your palms up. Take your hands behind your head and drop your head back into your palms. Shift your lungs, your upper body forward a little bit and reach your elbows up towards the ceiling. Beautiful. Inhale the arms up and exhale. Release your hands down to your sides. Now you're going to pick up your right foot and cross it over your left knee for a little hip opener. So you can just stay upright like this. And if you want a little bit more intensity, just come forward, and why not use what you've got? So I'm going to use the table to reach my arms forward and look out. So my tailbone is reaching back and the crown of my head is reaching forward. And then you can take a little twist here. So left hand to your right knee or your elbow towards the knee, make a fist and swivel around. Great. All right, put your right foot down onto the ground and switch sides. So your left ankle crosses over. You can sit up nice and tall here, or hinge forward and find a little bit of back bend here, and that way the front of your body is more available to you. Good. And we're going to recenter ourselves. Place your right hand on your left knee and another revolution, or you can put your elbow to your knee and your left hand over your right fist and swivel around. And then come back to the center and undo your left foot, feet on the ground, and just stamp your feet. Yeah, so you're getting a little like vibration and energy through your legs, and then press your feet down, root them down. Take your right arm off to the right and your left hand here, and go side to side with your arms, and then practice a Kapalabhati breath. So it's out, out, out the nostrils. And then you snap your lower belly in, I like to think of this as an opportunity to, like open up the windows and clear my doubts out with my doubt and things that I become sort of self-conscious about or perhaps shameful, things that really get in the way when we want to just, let our soul speak. And so sometimes we can use our imagination, our movements, breath work to clear it. Just like the wind comes in and the wind can clear some stagnant air away. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift your arms up. Take in 3 sips through your mouth. 3 more. Hold it full and cross your thumbs over your head and look up. And exhale, release out through the crown of your head. Put your hands on your knees and start to swirl around clockwise direction. So you're getting all the way around, and that way there's everything accessible to you in the round. And then go counterclockwise. So noticing when we move in a different direction, especially a direction that's a direction we don't traverse very often, we get different information. Good, and then stop in the center palms on the legs, on the thighs, feet on the ground, and the crown of the head reaching up to the sky. Just take a nice, easygoing breath. And just release. You can even exhale out the mouth, relax your shoulders. Yeah, so you can really tap the inner flow, the inner voice in you, and just let the words come out without you having to censor or get in the way or make things better so it looks better or sounds better. It's just really an opportunity for you to release in a more authentic way. And then we're going to just get prepared. So have your pen ready and your paper, and you can close your eyes and just listen. So you don't have to do anything right now. Just simply listen. And I'm going to share with you our first poem. It's actually, I guess it's a poem. It's called Adrift, and it's by Mark Nepo, who he's written a lot of books, but one of them that I feel like I use a lot is called The Book of Awakening, and every day there's like a little poem or a vignette, and they're just beautiful. And this one, Adrift, resonates with me because it really taps sort of my emotional well or capacity, and I think that this time, the last year, there's been a lot of different emotions coming through, and what better way to let them come out than through writing. So just listen. Okay, it's called Adrift by Mark Nepo. And I'm going to read the poem, give you a couple lines that you might use to as prompts to write from. But if anything triggers you, then you go with that. So you're going to listen sort of with your eyes, and that way it's trying to tap more of a visual that comes up through your listening. All right, let's try it. Adrift by Mark Nepo. Everything is so beautiful, and I am so sad. This is how the heart makes a duet of wonder and grief. The light spraying through the lace of the fern is as delicate as the fibers of memory forming their web around the knot of my throat. The breeze makes the birds move from branch to branch as this ache makes me look for those I've lost in the next room, in the next song, in the laugh of the next stranger. In the very center, under it all, what we have that no one can take away, and all that we've lost face each other. It is there that I'm adrift, feeling punctured by a holiness that exists inside everything. I am so sad, and everything is beautiful. Just a beautiful poem. So the lines that of course you can write on, the ones that I thought I could write on were, everything is so beautiful and I am so sad. Everything is so beautiful and I am so sad. And just pen never leaving the page for 15 minutes, and you're just gonna go from there. And if you get stuck, you can say I'm stuck right now, or come back to that line again. The other one is in the very center. In the very center. What we have that no one can take away. In the very center. Or what we have that no one can take away. In the very center. Or here's two words, I'm adrift. I'm adrift. And write on that. And if that doesn't work for you, then you can always go with, here's the deal. here's the deal, and then just write on that. Or it's Tuesday, or whatever day you're writing, it's Tuesday, and go from there. So again, it's not about being good or being a great writer. It's just like, get it out, the sweet release. Let it flow. Try easy. I'm going to read it to you one more time. So again, close your eyes and listen visually. Adrift by Mark Nepo. Everything is so beautiful, and I am so sad. This is how the heart makes a duet of wonder and grief. The light spraying through the lace of the fern is as delicate as the fibers of memory forming their web around the knot of my throat. The breeze makes the birds move from branch to branch as this ache makes me look for those I've lost in the next room, in the next song, in the laugh of the next stranger, in the very center, under it all, what we have that no one can take away, and all that we've lost face each other. It is there that I'm adrift, feeling punctured by a holiness that exists inside everything. I am so sad, and everything is beautiful. All right, everybody, that's the practice today. So set your timer for 15 minutes, pen never leaving the page. Know that you're already loved, you're well supported, so you don't need to prove anything. Just let it flow. So the prompts are, everything is so beautiful and I am so sad, or I'm adrift, or in the very center. And I'm going to give you one more that I just thought of. This is how the heart makes a duet of wonder and grief. This is how the heart makes a duet of wonder and grief. And then you just keep writing. Okay? Thanks for trying. Thanks for joining in. And I'll see you next time. Take care.